It's Ketchup Packets.
Hey everybody, I'm Sean.
I'm Nate.
And this is Ketchup Packets. Today we are watching a movie. We have chosen one for ourselves. We are watching this year's 2024 Civil War by Alex Garland.
Yeah. I was telling you right before we started rolling that politics have been kind of stressing me out recently.
A little bit.
And yeah, this is going to stress me out too, I think.
I think it might, but we should say I've seen this one. You have not.
Okay.
I saw this movie in the theater when it came out just a couple months ago. It's not mainly about politics. I know that's hard to believe given the title and the premise, but you'll see when you watch it. I don't know that it will necessarily give you politics stress generally.
Okay, that's good.
Yeah, but we should say, I guess, that usually on this channel we try and not. I mean, I guess our political persuasions are probably, you can probably tell just from the things we talk about and stuff like that. But we don't usually talk about politics specifically on this channel, so I don't know. I guess that this video will be a little bit maybe different than usual because you can't really avoid that given the given the subject matter of the movie.
Well, I have heard a couple of things about this movie. I've had people in my life who have seen it and said that it's about journalists, right? Like wartime journalists, and the factions in it are not politically aligned in the way that we would think of it in terms of our parties, and it being like a red versus blue type situation.
The factions in the movie aren't mapped onto the real world politics that you and I understand.
Which I like that. I feel like it's low-hanging fruit at this point to do that sort of narrative, so it's cool that they decided not to go that route directly, at least.
Yeah, well, I think that would just be, it would be very difficult to do that in a way that was tasteful and also impactful at the same time, and I don't know, so I agree with what you've heard, that this movie doesn't really take that angle on it, but I still think it's really well done. This filmmaker, Alex Garland, previously made Ex Machina and Annihilation. Have you seen those movies?
I've seen Ex Machina, but not Annihilation.
I see. And what do you think of Ex Machina?
It's awesome. It's very interesting.
That's one of my very favorite movies.
Pick. Yeah, it's cool.
So yeah, this one, it's not quite the same kind of thing. Obviously a little bit bigger scale than that, than just a few people in a house. But yeah, I don't know what else we should say in advance going into it. Should we just dive in and check out Civil War?
Yeah, let's do it.
All right, well, we have a Patreon link down there in the description. There's advanced reactions and full-length reactions and movie polls, so go check that out if you want to. Otherwise, thanks for being here. We're going to watch Civil War.
We are now closer than we have ever been to victory. Some are already calling it the greatest victory in the history of mankind.
It's a big statement.
Some are already calling it the greatest victory in the history of military campaigns.
That's probably better.
Yeah, right.
It's interesting to think about being the president nervous to go speak.
Yeah.
The so-called Western forces of
debilitatingly
Texas and
nerve-wracking.
California have suffered a very great loss, a very great defeat.
Texas and California is the Rebel Alliance.
Got it.
As we eliminate the final pockets of resistance. God bless you all, and God bless America.
Oh, God.
It's just out there.
Yeah. We are very lucky to be able to say that, seeing, warfare on the streets of the United States is surreal to watch.
Yes, it seems very wrong, but I think that's why they set this here.
Right. Love that the press just, tries to make themselves as visible as possible just to be like, I'm neutral here.
Well, there are rules against hurting them.
Right, but I mean, they're loose rules, I feel like.
Yeah. Nah, just trying to get too close, you catch a stray swing.
You okay? What?
You're Lee Smith.
Take this.
Oh no, I can't take this.
Take it and put it on.
Thank you so much.
Oh God. Oh shit!
It's all the warning you have.
Yeah.
It's just the flag running past. Shit.
It'd be so loud.
Yeah, it's just silence here because that's what they would hear, you know?
Mm-hmm. Damn.
The Western forces are stopped 120 miles from DC. The Florida Alliance aren't far south of that.
But it's the race to Berlin. There's no coordination between the secessionists. As soon as DC falls, they'll turn on each other.
Huh.
Multiple factions fighting the U.S. government.
So, where you kids headed tomorrow? Staying in New York a while or venturing out?
So you can beat us there?
I couldn't beat you in a brisk walk.
We're going to D.C., Sammy.
Oh, just scary. I wouldn't do it.
I'm going to photograph the president. Joe's going to interview him.
Photograph and interview the president. In DC.
Yeah, seems stupid.
They shoot journalists on sight in the Capitol. They literally see us as enemy combatants.
Not a single interview.
Why?
DC is falling and the president is dead inside a month. Interviewing him is the only story left.
Oh boy.
So it's the last chance.
Yeah.
That's why they have to go.
The interstates are vaporized, and you can't get anywhere near Philly. So you gotta go west, maybe as far as Pittsburgh, then circle in from West Virginia.
You already had that route all figured out, huh, Sammy?
Yeah, okay. I was kind of looking to get down there myself.
No.
You're worried I'm too old. Can't move quick enough.
Aren't you?
Sure.
Yep.
Yes.
There's a fitness aspect to even the journalism part of war, you know?
Of course,
You
yeah.
gotta be able to hang.
Oh god.
She's a kid. Did you notice that?
She's like 23, and she wants to do what we do. She wants to do what you do. We had to start one day.
I don't know
She is now.
if you want to be responsible for this, though.
She goes no further than Charlottesville.
Just drop her off on the front lines.
I mean, she's asking to go past the front lines.
Oh, jeez. It's like a zombie movie.
I was gonna say it's like The Walking Dead.
Yeah.
In retrospect, Mr. President, do you still think it was wise to disband the FBI?
Passive aggressive.
Sir, how is your policy evolving in the use of airstrikes against American citizens?
Now we're talking.
Just be sure you get the words out before the piano wire gets too tight.
Right.
There's a gas station up ahead. Looks open.
What do you think?
I mean,
Any chance to refuel we should take.
they are press, but I guess, yeah, if they're considered enemy combatants to one side of this, it's like, it's risky to talk to or interact with anyone, really.
Right, well, yeah, you gotta suss out at every
Yeah.
gas station, are these people we can try and buy from?
Gotta look the fuel permit.
No, we're actually just passing through.
300 for half a tank and 2 cans.
300 buys you a sandwich. We got ham or cheese.
300 Canadian.
Oh, that's real money. I assume the dollar has tanked, right?
Yes, that
Yeah.
seems like hyperinflation. If 300 buys a sandwich.
Stretching your legs?
No, I just saw something from the road.
This isn't going to take long.
Sure.
That means just stay in the car.
Now the tiny 23-year-old girl's gonna wander off.
What are you doing? Oh, jeez. To take a picture. It'll last longer.
That's why she came over here, I think.
How are they?
Looters.
Still alive?
I know that guy. Went to high school together. Didn't talk to me much. We've been debating what to do with him for 2 days now.
Oh my god.
Would you stand with them?
Stand with him?
Yeah. I'd like to take your picture.
This guy just seems so desensitized to
Right.
everything. He's like, it seems like there's just people like this that are just waiting for a rule change like
Oh,
this to
yeah,
come
absolutely.
around. They're waiting for this to be the set of rules.
These people exist in real life too.
I didn't take a photo. I didn't take a single photo. I didn't even remember I had cameras on me. Like,
Yeah.
oh my God, like,
They're probably gonna kill them anyway.
how do you know?
He doesn't know, but that's besides the point.
Yeah, we're here to observe.
What happened back there is nothing in comparison to what we're heading into. You need to understand.
Yeah, she's totally desensitized too. She's just like, this is the deal.
I think she's trying to dissuade Jesse from
Yeah.
becoming this.
Every time I survived a war zone and got the photo, I thought I was sending a warning home. Don't do this.
Yeah.
But here we are.
So it's existential.
What is?
What's eating you?
He's like, I can tell you're bothered by something.
Yeah.
What are you worrying about Lee for?
Lee's lost her faith in the power of journalism.
Yeah, he's probably got as many years on the two of them as they have on Jesse.
Yeah.
This gunfire is getting extremely fucking hard. Look at that shit light up the sky.
It's not our story.
Yeah. But you know.
What are they shooting at?
But sun up.
If they're still at it, we'll take a look.
So is the military, like, split up here, or is it just like militias versus the United States military?
There's the U.S. military is what the president said, and then he said the Western forces of Texas and California, and we saw a map that had like contiguous territory between them. That's Western forces. And then Florida Alliance is its own thing. I think Florida, Texas, and California all have a lot of military bases, so it could be that like the geographic installations that were there were like, we're not taking orders from DC anymore, and start forming
There you
their
go.
own. You know,
Okay.
it's like which ones are physically in different places started fighting each other. Is
Right.
my guess of how it could work.
Because the whole military versus state militias or whatever would flatten them.
Well, right, but I think if you get every military, like all the military that's physically located in California or Texas, that's a big chunk.
Yes, I totally see how that would work here. Yeah, terrifying.
There is something so bizarre about seeing it be like regular American guys just at home doing this, you know?
Oh no, God.
But staying there wasn't an option, though. Ah! How do they get him without also getting shot?
I think once a guy's down, you're supposed to not shoot the people trying to drag them to cover. I don't
really?
think you're supposed to do that. Yeah.
Oh, I don't know how it works.
Rules of engagement thing, I think. Be cool.
Why do you want to do this? Like, be
Right,
a
exactly,
photographer
you know.
for this?
So can press just like tag along with anybody?
I don't know.
Like,
They
can
probably
they-
have to ask.
Yeah. Just seems like having them there would be a massive liability. Oh God. Just dying alone like that?
Well,
Yeah.
And now the soldier's laughing, you know, the guy that was leading that whole thing.
Yep, it's over now, so.
Park over there. There's a canteen where you can eat, and no tents available.
Thanks, man.
It must be so hard to be, like, you know, a worker at one of these places, like anywhere in the world, and just be seeing what's happening around you and just being like, this is all so ridiculous and stupid. Like,
it is, but there are so many of those people though that are just trying to help. In these bad situations, of course. You know?
Yeah. Is there any coming back from a situation like this? Like, is there any situation where everyone's like, okay, well, bygones are bygones, you know?
Yeah, it
like
happened in this country 160 years ago.
I guess so. But the bygones still aren't quite bygones, are they?
Did we just drive through a time portal?
It's the Twilight Zone.
When everything is inverted, so the normal is bizarre. You know? Finding a normal town is like, what the hell?
Yeah.
Welcome. Feel free to look around.
You still, like, go to work and stuff when this is going on. And are you making a wage? You know, are you making $500 an hour?
Maybe it's their store.
Oh, right, sure.
Are you guys aware there's like a pretty huge civil war going on all across America?
Oh, sure, but we just try to stay out.
Yeah. Good call.
Stay out.
With what we see on the news, seems like it's for the best.
Yeah, sounds awful. Want nothing to do with it.
Look at the tops of the buildings. Be subtle.
So there's still some watch for everything that's going on.
I remain ready to accept the full, immediate, and
Yeah, I mean, if you had that area, you would want to protect it. Just be like, we don't want any part of any of this crap. You stay away. Even the press. Just be like, you guys get out of here.
There's nothing going on here.
Yeah.
Nothing to report.
The ones that get taken, Gaddafi, Mussolini, Ceausescu, they're always lesser men than you think. At the end, he'll let you down, Joe.
As long as
So yeah, those comparisons give you an idea of what kind of president we're dealing with here.
All right. It's his third term, they were saying, too.
Mm-hmm.
Not to be cold, but it would just take forever to clean all this up after the fact, too.
Yeah.
And imagine how Europe felt after World War II, you know?
Okay, I'm gonna drive forward a little.
Yeah, seeing this place, like, with stuff on and the music and stuff would be very nerve-wracking.
And that body there.
Yeah. It's like a warning.
Should we keep going?
Jeez.
Okay. No time to go around.
Jeez. Oh. They don't have any weapons. They can't.
They're not allowed to.
Yeah.
Don't try driving on. This guy's a good shot.
Yeah, and there would be just like crazies with guns too, just shooting at anything that moves.
Who do you think they are?
No idea.
We're press.
Cool.
It's like, I'm in the middle of something, dude.
Who's giving you orders?
No one's giving us orders, man. Someone's trying to kill us. We are trying to kill them.
The orders are, don't die and kill that guy.
Yeah. Take a moment to notice that the flowers are beautiful. How about that?
I got good news.
Sammy,
But
got a car coming up on us pretty fast.
I mean, you at least have a handgun, right? You're not supposed to, I guess, but like...
I don't know. Ooh.
Okay. Keep it real there, buddy.
don't look out at them. They just roll on by.
Yeah, just pretend you don't exist.
What the fuck? Tony?
Fuck you!
How you guys doing?
Oh, good. God.
Friends of theirs.
What the fuck are you doing here? I don't know, Joe. What are you doing here? Fuck you. Fuck you.
Okay, like, why don't we stop the cars, though?
Did Joe tell you where we were going back in New York?
I don't know, Lee. He was pretty drunk. When he was hitting on that girl, you got in the back seat. Dude, what are you doing? I'm going over to your car. Dude.
Come on, it's fun antics in the Civil War.
Don't worry. I've done this before. Get out the door. Just keep the car standing.
This is incredibly stupid.
Yes, it is.
Yeah.
I gotta do it. What? I'm doing it!
No. Don't do it.
She got it.
I told you he passed like a maniac.
It's, what just happened?
Zany fun.
Yeah.
Shit.
Yeah. Shit.
I'm sure that's a fine sign.
Yeah, this is bad. He just fucking around again? Okay.
We need to go down there now.
Those people do not want to be seen doing what they're doing. They could have killed the whole town, but they'll stop now. Who knows where those bodies are from? Or the bodies
Good point.
in uniform.
No.
This is quite a dilemma, you know. Your people are down there. What do you do?
You stay because you're old and you can't run.
Fuck it. Shit. Fuck this.
Yeah, this is very bad. The lime?
Lie? Lie
Lime.
be what you spread on bodies?
Wyatt, there's one hung up in there.
Yeah, it's Jesse Plemons.
Yeah, it is.
There's some kind of misunderstanding here.
Yeah?
Yes, sir. Those two guys over there, they're my colleagues.
Uh-huh. So?
We're passing through.
Passing through where?
Charlottesville.
Charlottesville.
You know, he and Kirsten Dunst are married in real life.
I did not know that.
This guy's your colleague? This guy here?
Yes, sir. He's my...
That guy?
Jesus!
He's just like, what are you going to say now?
Yeah.
You know what?
What?
Just please.
Just please.
Sir, please.
Sir. Yes.
Oh, God.
Well, you're American, okay?
Okay. What kind of American are you?
Oh, God.
It's a scary question, isn't
Yeah.
it?
Florida.
Florida. Central.
Missouri?
It's the show me state, right?
Yes.
Isn't that what they call it?
I think he's enjoying himself.
Yeah, seems
Why
like
do they
it.
call it the show me state?
Big man with an assault rifle.
It's American. It is American. 100%.
God. I just want to see this guy
Where are
die.
you from?
He seems like he doesn't deserve to
Colorado.
live through this.
What's your deal? Where are you from? Huh? Where are you from? Where are you from?
I'm from Hong Kong.
Oh, China.
Who the fuck
Stop it!
Yeah.
Yeah.
Whoa!
There we go. Yeah.
Get in the fucking car!
I'm just gonna drive away. Oh, Jesse is in the pit.
Now that's traumatizing. Holy shit.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, there's
Yeah,
just
you
no,
gotta-
you can't do anything except for just crawl over them.
Gotta climb out. There we go.
Yep. It's just so dirty, man.
Yeah.
He's been hit. He's bleeding.
No, 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 no! Fuck! Okay, get out. Get out.
No.
Come on. Let's go.
Chest shot? No. No way.
And of course, the one guy who said this is a bad idea.
Yeah.
So.
Are you sure you want to do this, Jesse? Does this seem like a good idea? Yeah, dude.
The soldiers are all just like, oh yeah, we've been through
I
that.
feel you, bro.
Lee, I'm really sorry. I know what he was to you.
It's so fucked up.
Oh, it's so fucked up.
Yeah.
It's so fucked up.
He's...
Are you waiting to
Yeah,
hear what-
he's drunk.
He's on one.
Earlier today, the government military basically surrendered.
Yeah, it's true.
Okay.
DC's only protection now. A few do-or-die soldiers, handful of Secret Service. WF's gonna roll right in.
So you and I,
Well,
whoa,
we missed the story. And Sammy didn't even die for anything good.
There's always that possibility.
Well, it's interesting though that makes the difference for him. That like, if we don't get the story, then if we do
Yeah,
get the
Sammy
story,
died for
Sammy's
it.
death was worth it and meaningful. You know.
Right, yeah. It would be scary seeing that coming at you.
Armada of helicopters,
Yes.
or whatever you call it. I don't know what the group noun is for helicopters. Fleet.
It's a murder of helicopters.
Oh, those sprays of
Yeah.
bullets.
Yeah, this is bad. This is bad.
This is upsetting as an American to see these images. You know.
It's like this is where like democracy, the civility of democracy is supposed to like live here.
Exactly.
You know,
So
this
if the
specifically-
rot has gotten to the heart,
Yeah.
this is the worst it can be. You know.
The way our government is, you know, the checks and balances of our government are not perfect by any means, but they're meant to specifically prevent stuff like this from happening.
During the last Civil War, the fighting did not come to this place. you
Right,
know?
yeah.
It didn't get this bad.
You smiling?
Let's go.
She can't. She's done. She can't handle this anymore. After what they just went through, I feel like it's too real. Mm-hmm. It's like a reminder that, like, we're not invincible in this, even though, you know, we have our big press badges and stuff. I mean, she probably already knows that, but it would be very difficult to be in this situation after that situation. And
Yeah.
like we're one stray away from death here. She's losing it. Yeah, she's losing it. This isn't good. Oh God.
Yeah, it's just not gonna stop. You know, you can't like not be
Yeah,
here
right.
anymore.
Exactly.
Western forces have reached the 1
video journalist.
Yeah.
It's even harder to do.
They got intel from the generals that surrendered yesterday. The president's right in that fucking building.
Yeah, the generals are like, we're out, and the president's like, for real?
Yeah.
No capture. Whoever gets a fucking gun to his head first.
Yeah.
The order is not to capture him. What is the state of this conflict?
Yeah, that's intense. I feel like the president was something that the president did was like the instigating point of all of this, and it's just like, no, the whole point of this is that he needs to go. All bulletproof.
Yeah. There it is.
Yep.
Boom! We were just waiting for that.
Yeah. I'm just the driver, man. He's still in there.
He's not in there. What?
Let's go, Jesse.
What?
Come on, now.
Yeah.
How do you know that? What if he's right there? No, just not him.
I mean, these people are considered civilians, right?
Anybody that was working in the White House, I don't think so.
I guess, yeah.
That's the administration. Or the regime, I
Yeah.
guess, when they're your enemies.
Mm-hmm. You just walk on in.
Isn't it
they kill
wild
themselves.
that we're allowed to depict this?
Yeah, that's a good point.
I mean, I think that speaks well of our country that this is still allowed, you know? You can make
Freedom
and
of
release
speech,
this movie
yeah.
in an election year. You know?
Yeah.
I think that...
That's, it says a lot. I appreciate it.
We have a long way to fall still, that we're still allowed to make this kind of thing, you know?
Stay the fuck out of our way.
Okay. You got it, buddy.
Secret Service Agent Joy Butler.
Drop it.
I'm unarmed. I'm here to talk.
Flood it.
Yeah. You just announce yourself, I guess, you know, there's no hiding.
Yeah.
I'm here to negotiate the surrender of the president.
There you go.
We'll take real good care of him. Just bring him out here.
We're not bringing him anywhere until we have agreed terms. We need a guarantee of safe passage for the president.
There's no terms. It's like, why do you think we're here?
You lose.
Nah, no terms. Bring him out here.
We gotta move, Sergeant.
Yeah, bring him out here or we kill you. Yeah, you're dead now.
Point! Check! Moving!
We did not do all of this to allow him safe passage.
Get back! Get back!
Man, these guys are terrified in here.
The Secret Service?
Yeah. You gotta be careful.
Yeah, they
He's
keep
not
telling
being-
Jesse to
yeah.
get back.
Check! Forward! Gunner, I'm moving across. I need you to lead us to fire.
Sergeant, you're going left.
Follow me. I'm going left. You moving, I'm moving.
Copy you.
Guys, ready?
Check.
I like all the little pauses of her taking photos. It feels like they're like this is a reenactment of something that really happened, and they're showing us like this is when this photo was taken right here.
Yeah, it really does.
Yeah.
That is how they're staging it, I think.
Oh, I'm changing. Reloading. For a big crash.
Oh. What were you doing?
Trying to take a shot of the hallway.
Yeah, Jessie obviously doesn't understand that they're playing for keeps. It seems like she's been very, like, there's bullets whizzing past you. Don't go out into the middle of the hallway.
Well,
Are you
she's
joking?
she's eager and she hasn't been in this before, you
It's
know.
a very fine line between I don't know, gung-ho-ness and stupidity.
Right,
you know?
but you've got to go against your self-preservation instincts to do this job at all, and so she's just tuned that a little bit too high, you know? And now Lee's dead.
Crazy.
And like, there is no time to care about that right now.
Nope.
They are
Keep
going
moving.
in.
Wait! Wait!
Why are you taking orders from him? Oh, he's got to do an interview.
I need a quote.
Don't let him kill me. They'll do.
Yeah, and she's gonna win awards and be an acclaimed photographer forever for being there for that.
It's got to be weird to be a photographer and like win awards for the horrible things that you like capture. You know, it's like be weird to like get an award for that. It's like that was the most horrifying thing I've ever seen. Like, I guess good for me. I took a picture of it. And I'm not trying to downplay. Again, it's like super important that someone does it, but there's got to be like a confliction in your head about like my livelihood depends on horrible things happening around me and me being in the middle of horrible things all the time, and then everyone's like, oh, it's such a powerful photo.
I think of that.
Anyway,
there's that one photo of the starving boy and the vulture standing in the background, and it's like, how could you take that photo and then not just help that child, you know? It's like, but that's not what you're there to do, and like aid workers have different rules than journalists and stuff, and I don't know, it's this weird...
Then just to be like, all right, give me an award, I guess.
Yeah.
You know?
I don't know. Yeah, it's crazy.
I'm awake at night thinking about that, and I guess I'll take the... What is it, a Peabody?
Yeah, and that's, I'm not sure. I don't know which awards are for which things. I think Pulitzer, you can win a Pulitzer for photographs, can't you?
Yep. I think that sounds right.
Yeah. So, Civil War by Alex Garland. What did you think?
Something, yeah. That was cool. I like that they kept so many pieces of it really vague. Mm-hmm. You know?
I think it got a lot of people had negative reactions to that aspect of it, but I agree with you. I like that that's not what it's about. It's not important for those reasons.
You know, but it's like they had to do that though. I feel like that's a really important part of it. It's like you can't. They don't want the audience to form an opinion about what side they're rooting for, because that's not what the movie's about. The movie's about like the horrors of war and what people go through to document it, and it seems like the best stage to explain that to an American audience is the United States itself. You know, if this is just about war journalists in like another country, it just wouldn't have quite the same. Not that wouldn't be interesting, but it like the fact that the parts of it that made us really uncomfortable to watch.
Yeah,
were the parts that they really wanted to like make clear to us.
There's that American cultural conditioning we've gone through, that's like the American exceptionalism. As much as we can intellectually understand that that's not true and that we are not different from other nations and other peoples, we still have something that I think was programmed into us at a young age, just growing up in this society, about how like war doesn't happen here. You know, there's certain, I don't know, there's just, even though the Civil War was not that long ago, you know, but like we were given this image of like modern America as this place that had like made, you know, we've reached the culmination, you know, I don't know, and it's...
Like if there's an attempted siege on a government building and the attempted like capture and potential murder of government officials, that's like not a good thing.
Exactly,
that's a bad thing that happens. Or if there's like, say, like the attempted assassination of a presidential candidate, it's like a sign that something's gone wildly wrong.
Yes.
Yeah. And like taking out the whatever your political views are about those events, they're just, and that's what they were kind of doing here, is like, you don't form an opinion one way or the other about whether you think either side is like justified, you know? It's just, look at how bad this is.
Right. It definitely, that is a strong message of the movie, I think, and I think that's an important part of why the politics of it were left vague, and where I think also depicted in a way that was deliberately hard to map onto our real world politics. You know, like a Texas-California alliance is hard to envision in the current state of things. So it's not something you could easily like connect a few missing dots and be like, well, what it must be showing is this is happening. You know?
Right. Yeah.
So yeah, we don't know that because that's not the angle. I also think these are thoughts that I had about this movie, you know, digesting it after watching it in the theater, that then crystallized again while I was watching it this time, is this movie is really about journalism and the media and just the way that it like interfaces with conflict and kind of exacerbates or has a role in conflict, I guess. It's, you know, these journalists are kind of standing in for what the media apparatus is at large, I think, and the Civil War is, you know, representing just the kind of the discourse or the polarization that is in our country and has gotten to the point of being such an intense conflict all the time. You know, that's sort of the symbolism I was watching this through. It's about how the journalists are so eager to cover the conflict and to cover the most intense parts of the conflict and to be the first one to get to the most intense parts so they have the scoop. And meanwhile,
send it back to print out for everyone to just be absorbing it all the time.
But then in pursuit of doing that, they're like participating in the conflict the whole way along, you know? Like they're right there with the soldiers. They're doing this stuff too. They're just not the ones pulling the triggers. They're like, well, we're not part of it, but they are part of it, you know? And it's so...
And they choose how they want to paint the events or like how they want to portray certain like things, you know? And like it is frustrating for me in our real world, the tension that is built up in our country and the lack of responsibility that the media is taking for their role in the massive polarization and the unwillingness for like either side to even wanna they'll take the most extreme versions of every single thing and then they'll throw that in our faces as if that's how the average person is like thinking, you know? Or like, you know, just the first picture that we saw them take was of the guy next to the two hanging dudes in the car wash situation, and that's like, that's a really intense, when people see that, they were going to create a narrative in their head about where that came from, or like
about who all those people are.
And it's like, you know, ultimately, what did he said they were looters, you know? And it's like, whether or not you choose to share that information is like up to you as the journalist, I guess. But like you have a decision to make about, because I mean, when everything is up in the air and there's doesn't really seem to be like a law enforcement apparatus. We didn't see any cops.
No.
You know, and it's like your livelihood exists with the fact that like you have this gas station and that's it, and you're willing to like protect it with guns.
Yeah,
like,
3 guys sitting out front with rifles.
Right, that's what you
just
do all
need
day
that
long,
all the time.
For someone to have the audacity to come into that and then think that they can just take from you, like I understand why they were hanging there.
Well, but he said I went to high school with this guy. You know, like they knew each other before the war, and so yeah, it's just about. Yeah, I don't know. There's just, but the media role in it, though, I think is an interesting part.
And they really didn't shy away from that at all.
No, even at the end, when Joel was like, you know, the soldiers were standing there over the president, and he said, wait, and they all stopped, you know? Like, he had a measure of control in that moment. They were there, you know, and but he didn't say, wait, you shouldn't kill the president. This isn't what we do, you know? He said, wait, I need the story. You know? I need a statement. I need a quote, you know? It wasn't about... I have the power to steer what these consequential events are. It was just about, I have the opportunity to get the scoop no one else could get.
Right, and ultimately I don't think he did. If he would have said, don't kill the president, they would have just been like, what the hell do you mean? You think we didn't think this through?
No, I understand. I'm not saying he would have had influence there, but you know, you see, that's not even on his mind.
His only goal was to get the scoop.
Exactly, and he and Jesse don't care that Lee died, or maybe they care, but they can't care in this moment because the story is pressing and it's happening now.
There's at no point, you know, they had multiple of their friends die over the course of that, and at no point were they just like, okay, that's enough. Like, let's drive the other direction away from this situation. They were just like, well, we keep going, right?
Exactly. It's almost like they're soldiers in a way too, where the mission has an importance over the people who you might lose along the way in trying to accomplish it.
This was a really cool movie. It was obviously thought out thoroughly, you know, it would have been, there's a lot of low-hanging fruit there that they didn't pick and decided to go the high route, I think, you know, just all this, all that stuff about like not basing it in necessarily like a real conflict, not clear about what it was, you know, taking it from the journalist perspective. That's all like not, especially since we really haven't had like a modern day Civil War movie yet in this country, you know.
Right.
Like
I mean, it's been an unthinkable
kind.
concept until pretty recently,
Right?
You know? So I think that's part of why. But
I mean, Children of Men might be the closest thing that I can.
The UK.
Oh, you're right. Yeah, you're right.
US.
You're totally right.
So yeah.
But that's just the fact that they were like, but we're gonna do it differently than you think.
Yeah.
And they really did a good job. I like this a lot.
Me too. Thumbs up for a movie with a thumbs down situation in it, I guess. So yeah. Thanks for watching Civil War with us, everybody. Check out some of our other videos if you want to. And yeah, until next time, I'm Sean.
I'm Nate.
This is Ketchup Packets.